Hi everyone, I am Ayan. I am the CTO of Exide Life Insurance. So it was a bad start, but as the year progressed, it became a better and better year. And in fact, as we are, almost at the end of the year, March is when we are going to close. We are going to have a bumper year, in fact, and maybe in the entire history of this organization we are going to sort of cross all the milestones and all the targets that we had set up for ourselves at the beginning of the year. And this is the first time in the history of this organization that all milestones would be covered in this year itself. A lot of things have changed in the way insurance is actually sold in the market now, and with the advent of a lot of digital uptake by the customers and by the industry in totality, we also had to sort of reinvent our own models, be it the new acquisition of customers or the actual sales process, or even let's say the customer servicing part of it. So our experience over the last 20 years has been that we found that the customer servicing was hardly 30% on a self-service model. So all companies have been having these customer portals and self-service portals and mobile applications, but our experience has been that it never crossed 30%. But this is 1 year when we have actually touched 70%. So basically, most of our customer servicing and acquisition is now digital, while we offer every service on the portals, and everything can be done practically by the customer sitting in the safety and security and the convenience of his house. But it is the customer which has now turned around and has sort of adopted the new digital process. So there were a couple of things that we did. One was that we all understand that life insurance typically is a very involved process. See, it's a major financial decision which an individual takes, and it's also a major financial commitment that an individual makes for the next 15 to 20 years. So you are getting into a financial contract through which you will be engaged with the insurance company for the next 15, 20, 25 years. Keeping this in mind, it's a very serious business, and there is a lot of paperwork that gets involved, a lot of validations that happen in the entire process of selection of the right life, and then the risk assessment itself is a major process in the entire journey of sales. On top of that, most of the insurance products that we see in the market are fairly complex in nature. Now, once the pandemic hit, it became almost impossible for our agents to step out on the street and meet the customer. So this is when we decided that this entire model has to be completely turned around on its head. And as we progress through this, the entire sales process, including the entire documentation, the validations, even checks whether the customer is in good health or not, some of the basic risk assessment, the basic financial assessment of the customer, all of this was packaged together on a digital platform, and that was made available on the agent's mobile. Thanks to the overall ecosystem which has been built very carefully by the government in the last few years, you can name it. For example, the UIDI, online verifications, the PAN verifications, Aadhaar, your payment gateways, all of these ecosystem pieces came together and helped us create this entire journey, which was completely digital. 22 is going to be the year of consolidation, as I feel. There would be 2-3 areas of definite focus and interest for the industry. And of course, as the technology ecosystem also matures, there are a couple of areas which will have sustained interest. So one of them is definitely, the digital platform and the digital uptake that we just spoke about. The second would be, do you have the intelligence, do you have the tools and the mechanisms to figure out, structured data out of, structured knowledge out of all this data that is sitting in your vaults. So that is one area which is definitely going to evolve, and it has to be AI AI backed. So there would be a lot of interest in different areas where bots can be utilized. So for example, we are already using chatbots, which is very, very popular now. But chatbots typically, in most cases, they are quite, I would say, basic in nature. Now, this has to evolve further with a lot of artificial intelligence baked in. And on top of that, we will see, more different type of bots coming in. Omni-channel is the way to go for most of the businesses in our industry. And when the customer connects with you, he should get a uniform experience. Now you will have to leave the choice of connection to the customer. Speed is going to be, as they say, king. And this is going to be a major differentiator across the industry. So you will need to have a plan, a strategy to come up for a two-speed architecture. Customers also need to be educated on insurance. And that is one area where we are seeing sustained interest over the last 18 months or so, ever since the pandemic struck. And definitely business is going to put more focus on different channels of customer education.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.